Hello and welcome back to the Trainers of the World Tournament. I'm your host, DeltaTDS, and today we've got the Team Galactic leader, Cyrus, going up against the Unova Elite Four, Grimsley. Looking at this team, Cyrus's team, it looks pretty terrifying. Wait, when the hell did he have a Rotom? Oh, Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Okay. Gee, okay, I'm getting sidetracked here. But Cyrus's gimmick is a Mega Houndoom, as Grimsley's is a Mega Sharpedo. We've seen Grimsley battle before, and I believe it was a 2-0 victory over Lorelei. But we have not seen Cyrus. So, can Grimsley be the first Unova Elite Four to go on to round 3? Or will he be left behind just like Caitlyn was? Find out once these trainers are ready. I don't know why I phrased it like that. Cyrus just off-ripping the Dialga here as Grimsley sends out that Drapion. Earthquake gonna do almost 2/3 of that Dialga as Earth Power takes out the Drapion. Grimsley sending out the Crocodile here as he switches out into that Rotom. And Outrage gonna deal over half to that Rotom. Switching out into the Gyarados now, getting an Intimidate as Outrage only does about 1/3 to that Gyarados. And going for another one, will activate the Citrus Berry as Gyarados goes for a Dragon Dance. Grimsley switching out into that Bisharp as it deals over 2/3, or just about 2/3. Another Waterfall will take out that Bisharp as Sucker Punch deals over half to that Gyarados. This Gyarados holding on to a sliver of health here, as Grimsley is currently down 2 Pokemon right now. Sending out that Crocodile here, Crunch will take out that Gyarados as it gets that Moxie boost. Grimsley switching out into that Scrafty as Weavile goes for Fake Out to get just 13% of damage on that Scrafty. But 6% of it is healed up by leftovers. So 7%. Switching out to the Rotom Heat. I think this is the most switch-ins we've seen. It's just game 1. Scrafty going for that Protect as Rotom goes for Overheat. Switching out into the Tyranitar, setting up that Sandstream, as Overheat deals just 18% to that Tyranitar. Rotom's not doing too hot in the Sandstorm. Going for a final Overheat before it does fall to that Tyranitar. It was going to fall to the Sandstorm anyways. It's currently now 4-on-4, even match. As Cyrus sends in that Dialga, whatever it is. Probably Dial. Like Sundial. Used to tell the time. Dialga going for Earth Power, dealing 30% to that Scrafty. Dialga going for Roar of Time, getting flashy with it, taking out that Scrafty. And it will probably fall to whatever Tyranitar goes for here. Never mind, it goes for a Dragon Dance. Now it'll fall to whatever Tyranitar goes for here. Earthquake will take out the Dialga. And Cyrus just sends out Palkia. I don't know what that name is, but Crunch gonna do 72% as Surf does take out that Tyranitar, getting rid of that Dragon Dancing threat. Grimsley gonna switch into that Crocodile here. We've seen this thing get a Moxie boost before, and we might see it do it again. I think this thing has a max speed of 295, which looks like everyone can outspeed. Maybe. It just depends on the stat distribution. And it looks like Crocodile can outspeed. That's right, the choice scarf. That's the thing. Weavile is sent in here, getting that fake out off. That's how it outsped the Gyarados. That's right. I'm an idiot. Crunch gonna deal 50% to that Weavile as Ice Punch does finish off that Crocodile. And Grimsley's last Pokemon, Sharpedo, coming out here. Night Slash gonna deal 27% as Waterfall finishes off that Weavile. And now we've got Mega v Mega here. Water versus Fire. Someone's gonna die here. It's probably gonna be Houndoom. Dealing 59%, getting the poison off, but that Waterfall does take out the Houndoom. Grimsley taking game number 1 against Cyrus. You know, fighting space and time here. So we can probably say that Crocodile does have the choice scarf. Seeing how it outsped a Dragon Danced Gyarados. God, I'm tripping over my words here. We saw both Megas right at the end there. Alright, we are back on the field for game number 2. And once these trainers are ready, we can begin it. Game number 2. I think the melatonin is hitting, but I'm going to power through this. So we've still got 2 more matches to record. Cyrus leading off with that Rotom as Grimsley leads off with that Bisharp. Rotom immediately going for that Volt Switch into... what are we going to see? The Palkia! Bisharp going for that Psycho Cut. You know, I feel like Rotom is just an underwhelming Pokemon. I mean, it's good, it's just... it doesn't feel like Game Freak gives it a lot. I say that as it has 6 different forms and being a Pokemon that can have Levitate, Flying type, and an Air Balloon all together. But Earth Power takes out that Bisharp, and Palkia is sitting on a quarter of health right now. Grimsley is sending out that Tyranitar, setting up that Sandstorm. And Palkia gonna go for Surf, dealing 3/4 to that Tyranitar. As Palkia is buffeted by that Hail, and with a Crunch, will fall to Tyranitar's Tyranitar. Dear God, it is hitting hard. I can power through this. I'll just counteract it with a cup of coffee. That should work. What are we gonna see Cyrus here? The man who doesn't form bonds with Pokemon send out. He sends out the Rotom. Rotom going for that Volt Switch, taking out the Tyranitar as it gets a free switch in here. But that does mean Grimsley is able to see what he sends out here and probably sends out the Crocodile. I was gonna say Sharpedo. I'm switching out for that Gyarados as Crocodile goes for that Rock Slide, dealing 40%, and with the Sandstorm still stays above half of its health. Crocodile going for another Rock Slide. That Citrus Berry is going to heal it up to 36, but it does flinch, and another Rock Slide will make it fall. Crocodile going back to neutral attack with that Moxie boost. You know, better than being at -1. Cyrus sending in that Dialga. not Dialga, it's Dialga, like I saw on Dial. Going for that Thunderbolt, dealing 30% to that Scrafty. Wait, did he just go for Thunderbolt on a Crocodile? Cyrus out here, trusting the process. Cyrus switching into that Houndoom. Drain Punch gonna take it out and heal that Scrafty, plus get its Moxie boost. This Scrafty feeling better than ever, as Cyrus sends in that Weavile. Honestly, they should have just sent Grimsley to go take care of Cyrus. How well he's doing against this dude. Grimsley having Scrafty protecting against that fake out, as Weavile goes for that Swords Dance and Scrafty goes for Bulk Up. One of these two are going to have to go for an attack here real quick. Scrafty goes for a Ice Punch, as Drain Punch takes Weavile down to its Sash. And Weavile takes Scrafty's leftovers, but another Drain Punch will destroy that Weavile. Destroy. This Scrafty is at +3 attack. It's terrifying. Discharge is going to paralyze this Scrafty, but a Drain Punch will take out the Rotom. This Scrafty is now at +4 attack. Roar of Time is going to take out that Scrafty, but leave it Dialga on recharge. And it is over for Cyrus now. Grimsley, the hero of Sinnoh, takes game number 2, which means he takes match number 67, and will go on to round 3, where he will be facing off against the Dojo Matron Honey. Hey, that's going to be a fun match to watch. Join us tomorrow, where we will be seeing the Hoenn champion Wallace going up against the Sinnoh Elite Four Aaron. Thank you so much for watching, and until then, take care.